BassResinator here. This looks like a mess. Oh, look, there's Titan's hind end. It's because they are wood blanks from 24-hour crafts, but I used an acrylic paint and painted them black. I also have some apples. These are 1/8 of an inch thick. I have some apples and I have some maple leaves. Let me show you what I did with those. I didn't start filming immediately. I used a gloss varnish, and they got bumps on them, but that's okay. And I sprayed a couple coats of gloss varnish over the top of that black paint. And then I used Tropical Glitz Perseus Chameleon. It looks kind of bluish, but when you go at an angle, it turns red. Oh, it's a chameleon. And then I did some more acrylic painting and I added brown and green, and in that center is a darker green, it's a vermilion. And what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to put a coat of clear resin over the top. I have 4 of the apples. Now notice in this light they look red, but when I go right over the top they turn to a blue, almost a black. And going over black really brings out this chameleon paint. Coolness. Now let me take you out to the garage where I have the maple leaves. I did the same procedure that I did with the apples, and I sprayed that Perseus chameleon powder, but then after that dried up a little bit, I used some maple red nail powder and put over the top. Look at that. And then I sprayed a clear coat of varnish over that, and then I'm going to put I'm going to dome that with resin. So I will show you that part of it, but I was going outside and inside and putting stuff in the garage, and I have stuff everywhere. So instead of traipsing you all over, I just thought I would do it this way, but I really like the look of that. And these can be table decorations. You can hang them on a wall. You can I don't know, whatever you would like to do with these different decorations. They're kind of cool. I don't know what that thing is, but it's on the floor. It takes us back. Oh, that was one of those gigantic bubble things that we used to do with the kids. Okay, I am done with this section. I'm going to wait for these things to dry up completely, and then I'll start doing the resin. I sanded these down so I could have a smoother surface, and then I put 3 more coats of that Perseus on there. I covered the leaf and the stem with painter's tape. So yeah, so this should come out even better, because now you don't see any of those bumps that were from the wood. Okay, cool. Now to wait. I have the pumpkins. Oh, there's that dog hair again. I have the pumpkins that I did not spray with paint, lacquer, or any of the other colors. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do one so you can see, and the other 2, well, I'm going to do it this way so that I can see what I'm doing. I'm working at this at an angle. I have these brand new Let's Resin colored UV resin dark, and I purchased those and I haven't used them any yet, so I'm going to use light orange, but it's the dark, so it's going to be darker, green and olive green, and I have black UV resin from Counterculture DIY, and I'm going to see how I want to do this. The stem is going to be the 2 different greens. Let me just start with what I'm going to do. hopefully I can just lay this down. And I'm going to create a border. And then I'm going to pour there it is. I'm going to pour border and then fill that with regular epoxy resin, because I don't want to use up all my colored resins, if you know what I mean. Now the black, I have more of it, but I don't have any more of these. And I can't really tell that's green. Maybe I should have gone with a white on there. Here's the olive green, and I'm going to put it down at the base. Ooh. And there are a few bubbles in there, but you know, if I try and pop those out, I'm afraid that that's going to dribble over the side, and then I'll lose it. And I don't know after I fill it up if you're going to see those. Let's see how quickly that cures. Is it cured? Yeah, it's cured. So I can't pop anything now anyway. And then just move this one out of the way so I can get this one up so you can see a little bit better. I'm going to go black around the outside. Okay, hit that. Now I'm gonna, after I finish doing this spot cure, I'm gonna put it under the lamp. And every time I say lamp, I'm thinking of Aladdin, the cartoon movie that Disney put out. And Robin Williams was the genie. It is no ordinary lamp. He was such a talent. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do one of these and then do the others off camera. And if I don't get all the way to the edge, you know what? It's okay because it's black, right? Now I'm going to do with these oranges, and I don't know if we're going to be able to see these. We're going to try. This is all new, all new. There are sections of a pumpkin, and I'm going to do the outer section, which will go from here to here, with the darker orange, and the lighter orange is going to be the intersections. Intersections or intersection? See, you can't even see that color. What a shame. I know what's there. You know what's there. Now, since I don't have to worry about that running over the edge, oh, there were a couple bubbles up there, and this is just about out of butane. Okay, and the darker orange. Well, I'm kind of upset with myself, not really, that I painted I thought these would show up better on the black, but they sure don't. Bubble in the middle there. You know what? There's one right here. I'm going to just go with it, with this one, since I got it open. And I'm going to grab a different torch, or a long handle lighter. One that's full. Maybe, when I put the UV resin in there, we'll be able to see the colors. Maybe. Now I'm sounding like Justin Bieber. Maybe. Except he said baby. Oh, did you see that? I touched it and look at that! That is cool. I don't know what it's doing, but that's that spot cure. Okay, I'm gonna put it under the lamp, and then I'm gonna do the others. And I'm really tempted to just not worry about these colors on the inside. Well, you know what? I've already gone there. Let me see if this works. If it doesn't, this is the olive green. It can be awfully dark. If it doesn't work, I can spray a little alcohol on it and dust it with some powder. I think I saw Daniel Cooper doing that. And it holds, which is kind of cool. But I could put another green on. Yeah, with these. Well, you know what? I don't even have the real light on. Goodness. Bam. But still, it's not, I mean, it's kind of greenish. But not green enough. Now maybe after I put it under the lamp, let's see. I'll try the lamp. It is no. Whoa. Just dropped my UV flashlight. It is no ordinary lamp. Let me put you on pause. Look what that did. The orange is showing up a little bit. I don't know what's on. that on here. Okay, now I'm puzzled. Now that's cured. I mean, I left it under there for... Let me try it under my Let's Resin one, the double-sided lamp, even though I'm just going to use one side, and see if that has a stronger power than this other lamp that I have. And I can't wait to put resin on here because those little white thingies, and I think it's where I stacked them on top of each other, they rubbed each other. They rubbed each other wrong. Ah. Well, I put it under more time, and I mean, I see a little green there and a little couple green. I think I'm going to do the other two in black. The same pattern, but outline it in black. I may do this, because this, you know, it shows a little bit of the green, but the orange isn't showing up like I want it to, even though it's got a stripe down the middle. I'll do that, green on the other two, and black around the edge, and then I'll get around to doing the epoxy resin in it. And it's not going to take much, because, you know, these are 1/8" boards. And I got a little lip, so I'm probably going to end up putting it in with an eyedropper. Yeah. Thanksgiving's coming up. Harvest festivals are coming up, and all kinds of other things of that sort. So pumpkins are good. I've got something on the burner that I'm thinking you are going to really be impressed. If it works, you're going to be impressed. If you're not impressed, I haven't done my job. Please be impressed. Of course, I can't tell you about it yet. Okay, I'll see you after a bit. Okay, all of them are resined up with UV resin. I've got a paper cup here with orange mica in magic resin, tabletop resin. So it's a 1-to-1 resin, and it's made for thin pours. So that's why I thought I would use it. Oh, better not go anymore. Oh, went right over the top of that. And over the top of that one. Well, maybe. So much for all of that stuff in the middle there. Maybe it will shine through. Well, not shine. The black show through. I can sort of see the darker color. So maybe we'll still get what I want. As long as it doesn't go over the outside, we're okay. This is a really pretty orange mica. I'm not putting as much in these. 2 reasons. I'm running out, and I still got another pumpkin to go. And see if I can keep it from pouring over the edge. You know what? I think I'm going to have to mix up a tad more. Had enough for 2 pumpkins, and maybe just Well, I had enough for 2.5 pumpkins. Now I gotta mix up a little bit more. Well, that's interesting. Because I think if I go scooping some off of this one, I'm not gonna get very far. Look at the effect that it's doing. Can you see? Now this one, it's going over a little bit on a couple spots, but this, it's like, I don't know what you call that. It's cool. Okay, mix up a little bit more. Okay, I got them done. They're still trying to run over the edge. This is just a little too full, so I keep grabbing. And I keep putting some back in the cup. I don't even know where I got this silicone brush from. I got it when I first started in resin work almost 2 years ago. And at that time, I didn't know anything about YouTube and my stuff. So, I can't tell you where I got this, because I don't know. This one's got a little too much. Got up on there. I gotta clean that, at least smooth it out. I may have to go over that with a big wipe. When I clean up stuff, big wipes. I'll even put them down in the, oh, you crazy thing. Don't want you getting out. So this project is brought to you by the good people at 24 Hour Crafts. If you are interested in wood blanks, such as these, the apples, the maple leaves, were all part of they have a shape of the month. And they were the shape of the month for September and early October. So if that will stay out, then it will be good. But they have all kinds of shapes. So if you are interested in getting some wood blanks, look them up. I've got their information down in the description. And I got a dog hair over here. Yeah, got him. Got him. And either the wood is causing, because this is not sealed wood. The other ones that I'm going to be coating with resin are already have that paint on them, so they will be sealed. But this is not. So go over and try and pop as many bubbles as I can. They may release. It's late. I'm going to get ready to go to bed. They may release during the night. I just hope it doesn't. Oh, it doesn't go over the edge. If it does, I got some cleanup to do. Clean up, everybody, everywhere. Okay. I am done for tonight. I will coat those other ones tomorrow. See you then. Good morning. Just want to show you, these are not the pumpkins. No, the pumpkins turned out pretty good. I'm sorry I can't zoom out anymore. I'm on a very low tripod. I just wanted to let you see. But this one went, you know how it was getting a little full? Went over the edge right here. It peeled off real easily. But the cool thing about these wood blanks, oops, I just lost it, is they have a paper backing. So I pulled it off. No evidence that there was an overflow. Ha! Now I gotta get this puppy on. Here's that paper. So I didn't have to put tape down. I didn't have to put gotta make sure that's balanced. They're perfectly balanced. I mean level, but I just have to make sure it's balanced on that little cup. Okay, so I'm going to do the maple leaves out in the garage, so you won't see that. But I'm gonna try and get these coated on camera. I gotta mix up some resin. I'm thinking I should probably try the 1 hour thing, but I don't want it to blush because it's kind of humid. Hopefully it's that with the AC on in the house, it'll dehumidify that part of it. Okay, mixing up resin. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna start with this one over here. Don't know how much it's gonna take. But I'm just gonna pour a little bit and then try and push it around. I've got some drippage going on, and it's less than 2 ounces that I put in this little cup. 1.8 or something like that. Oy. Now I have this big tool. I wonder if I should try using the stirring stick rather than the silicone tool, because the silicone tool is awfully large. Take it all the way to the edge, because it's going to want to come back to the center when it cures. May need a little bit more right there. Just get that paint covered up, because that is acrylic, and if this were to get wet, it might peel or peel up. Don't want to have that, you know, have an apple peel. Ah. Good morning, good morning. Do, 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 do. I'm gonna need a little bit more on this, but I wanted to pour it out of the cup because this kind of resin, since it's 1 hour curing time, it will in the cup, it will be in a deeper environment and it will heat up quicker. I don't want to put too much on because it'll just go right on over the edge. But I don't want to have it where it develops these little pockets, little dimples, fish eyes or whatever. And there's a hair. Thank you, Titan. Now this Perseus Chameleon spray paint that I used, it is made for automotive industry. So by me using it on wood here, this is sort of like going over the top of the paint job on your car with a high gloss. So it'll give it that really, really glossy finish. I hope I'm working fast enough because this stuff does cure up in a hurry. There's a dimple there. So I'm just scooping and grabbing a little bit out of the cup on this. Get this done before I go to work. When I come home, it'll be done. Where else did I see that dimple? Okay, so I'm good there. On to the next one. Whoa, that was not good. Changed the balance on it, and that was not good. It's already getting sticky enough to where it's grabbing onto the stick here. Didn't mean to bump the camera. There's some little bubbles every once in a while, and I need to blow them out, but I need to get this done before these dry or cure up. And there I just caused a little bit to go over the edge. Bummer. Now, the good thing about the maple leaves is there's only 3 of them. Can't wait any longer. Gotta do torch time. Get rid of some of these bubbles. Those are hanging out on the surface and I want them to come up so I can pop them. This is getting jelly fast. Working time is just about done. And by moving it around like this, I got bubbles. I got bubbles. You can ask for anything more. I don't want them. Can't work fast enough. This may be cured up before I even go to work. I know this is really close, but this is the Chameleon Perseus spray paint from Tropical Glitz. That was terrible. I can't do any more. That set up completely in the little jug I was doing, and the stick, I ended up having to throw it away as well. Oh man, I just used a big wipe. Shoot. Now I've got to use the torch to try and get that to move back. Don't leave big wipes near the edge where it may come falling into the project. Anyway, wanted to show you the product that I was using to get this beautiful. It looks red to you here, but when I look at it from a different angle, it looks purple. Different angle, it looks blue. So, yeah. And there's a couple. There's a little bubble, tiny bubble there. And I'm looking around. And I think that's about all of them. Oh no, there's a couple little tiny things. And if you're not looking hard like I am, you're not going to see them. So that's one of the reasons I wanted to sand these down before I did this part of it, because I'm wiping off my gloves with this big wipe, because now they're good to go. They had stickies on them, now they don't. Okay, I'm going to go do the maple. I'm going to mix up some more resin go do those maple leaves, and then get cleaned up and go to work. Come back and these will be done. Yeah. Everything's cured up. Look at those apples. And depending on which angle you look, they go from a darker red to a purplish. Boy, I've got too much glare on them. That's that Perseus chameleon. And then we have the pumpkins that came out really nice. And all of them, the maple leaves here, depending on which way you're looking, will depend on whether you see that Perseus or the maple red powder that I put on there. That one is a little bit better with the maple red. And this one had some splotches. I don't know what happened there, but you can see it when you look at it from an angle. And that's smooth. That was the spray paint when I was putting it on. It bubbled up a little bit. But yeah, this 24-hour crafts has these really good wood blanks. Now the maple had some run over, but when I pulled off that tape on the back, or the paper on the back that was stuck on there, those things came right off. Just warmed them up a little bit with a heat gun. And yeah, I would take them outside and get in the sun, but it's raining here right now, so I think I'll just take a couple pictures of them sitting up in different angles so I can get the different colors on here. Yeah. So subscribers, thank you for subscribing. If you're just a follower, why don't you subscribe? It's free. Then you can click that little bell, and anytime I put up something new, you can be a part of it. And if you'll leave a comment, somehow it affects the algorithm so that I get credit that you're actually watching, I guess. So why don't you do that? Share a comment as well. Let me know what you think of these. And if you're interested in 24-hour crafts, head on over there, 24hourcrafts.com. They have shapes of the month. These were the shapes of the month for September, October, and I just keep going around while I'm talking. They have different shapes depending on the month and the different holidays or whatever that are special days that go on during those months. So yeah, go give them a look-see. They've got, this is the 5 or 6 inch size, and they have things all the way up to 36, 48 inches, depending on what you're looking for. So yeah, go give them a look-see. That orange on that black really looks kind of cool. And those lines, even though the orange went over the top, they're still visible. Gives it a cool look. Almost more natural. Okay, I will see you on the next time.